Hello, I'm Tan the Tan BOTC channel. This is going to be a very brief one because I've already talked plenty about like AI stuff and there's tons of other people who have already talked about it. So first I'm going to recommend this video. This is how we beat AI. He's also made a video how Star Wars predicted AI slop. Also thanks Disney. But it has a lot of really good things. I'm only halfway through, and there's a lot of good things. He talks about interesting things, details, and stuff. I think he does a good job with handling. The only thing I think I'm going to contribute is I remember seeing a video of these characters meeting each other that are nowhere near each other in Skyrim. So I was confused because these characters don't meet each other. It was like Serana, Arendor, Mjol the Lioness, and Zargo from the College of Winterhold. And I commented this on the video. Um, and I used a number when I said the 15%, but my friend Dave even said like it shouldn't even be 15%. I just use it as an example. So because you might need a number so that people know that what you mean as as that example. I don't know how to word it. As little as possible, and so they don't like abuse it and say, "Oh, well, this small amount is enough." Like they could say like 20% or 30%. That's small enough. Like they could abuse that number and say that's what it should be. So I just gave a number. Honestly, it should be lower, if anything. It should not be used to take over somebody's job. And I think another good places I wanted to add is take, for example, the AI of the actual like how the types of enemies and such function in your game, like Halo, or like what I said here, the Fear Soldiers. We used to talk about how impressive the AI for those guys were, or the Xenomorph in Alien Isolation. We could do it in a place like that until we do find those other places. He brought out the part where it was about like the menial things, but he still stand by it shouldn't also be used to replace a job at all. So my stance is there too. I think that there are problems from both sides because I feel like from the side of people who are attacking AI art, their first problem is that now that like AI art exists, they're just going to go all out and attack everything, assuming even things that aren't AI art are AI art, or things that use little tiny bit, like what's going on with Larian right now, for example, and just straight up attack that. I feel like that's their fault. As well as another thing I will say is some people take fantasy too far because when it comes to the fantastical stories we've been told, like Terminator and stuff, or 2001 Space Odyssey, while there are possibilities within those universes, it is not fully a strong possibility. That's why they were within the realm of fantasy. Yes, some people take that too far. Same with like freaking thinking that like AI will be able to think for itself similar to humans. That is also think something within the realm of fiction. You still need that human in order to have AI function, uh, whatever on its own is just not going to function properly. It'll eventually freaking screw things up or go in a weird ass direction or something. You still need that human force behind it, nonetheless. I think a good example, once again, is the scene from, even though it's a mediocre movie, the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, where the dad gets replaced by that robot arm, and then the dad becomes the replacement as the fixer of the robot arm. Is a cool example, even though that movie sucks or is just kind of mediocre. I can see things that people can like from it. Um, but yeah, I think those are interesting examples to take. And then from the other side, of course, a lot of people have almost like this people who defend AI art are a lot of the people I've seen at least heavily rely on it, or the worst things, in my opinion, are the people who fake or lie about their true artists, even though a lot of the stuff they're doing is mostly given to the AI to do most of the heavy lifting than themselves. Most of the heavy lifting they're doing is complaining about it. That's the part that they're doing any heavy lifting for. Uh, I'd be surprised if they didn't decide to use the AI for that eventually too, which they probably know that wouldn't work. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. There might have been one other thing I was thinking of, but it was something that I wanted to talk about for quite a while, and I've talked about other situations involving like AI stuff. But yeah, I thought that video was really interesting, and I'm probably going to proceed watching the rest of it to see what he has to say. I hope you have an awesome day. I will see you next time. If you did enjoy, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Leave your comments below, and have an awesome day. I already said that, didn't I? Maybe I should use AI for that now. That's about it. See ya.